my fjord. My first fjord experience. It was 4:30 in the morning. Have not slept all week. And hello, Norway. Give my regards to Norway.
Hooray for Norway! We went hiking and needed Bengay. It was a tough way to go hiking to be a Viking. The view was striking. Norway, it's a great day to be outside and go play. Our first trip to Norway, land of the Vikings, not to be confused with the Minnesota Vikings, but of Scandinavian lands of what are now known as Norway, Sweden, and Denmark. Since 790 AD, the Vikings used the Norwegian Sea and Baltic Sea to raid other countries. Though the size of California, today there are only 5 million people who live in Norway. On my bucket list this trip, seeing the fjords of Norway, eating their pickled herring, and singing Brunhilde's Ride of the Valkyries on top of Pickled Herring. Join me on a cool journey in hot Norway, and it was hot, 96 degrees in Oslo. Hello? In 1987, I was in Sweden, and everyone said, you should go to Norway to see the fjords. And I was like, what fjord? Let's see what it's like. Hey, Patty. I like your new dress you made. It's really sexy.
Does she like the lines?
So we're wearing these funky outfits because they're flotation devices, not because it's supposed to splash. So hopefully I'll get some good footage of our first trip to Norway. Woohoo! Woohoo! The fjords are alive with the sound of music. From Norsemen they've sung for 1,000 years. The Vikings left here to them plumage. This is their little homage. A fjord is a long, narrow, deep inlet of the sea between high cliffs, created over 2.5 million years ago. Huge ice cubes, otherwise known as glaciers, went below sea level that also caused U-shaped valleys to be carved out of the ground. The word fjord comes from the ancient Viking term related to the phrase "Der man further over," which means where you travel across. I wonder if that's true. Fjords line the beautiful west coast of Norway all the way from the North Sea to the Arctic Ocean.
Okay, first question. 10 points. What's the name of the village?
Flom?
No points today. Alright, so the name is Underdal.
Underdarling.
And today in Underdal there are 60 people.
60 people in this little tiny village.
You think that's a tiny village? It's a huge one for Norway.
It's a huge one for Norway. I think our guide said Underdal is the inspiration of the movie Frozen, but my research says Bergen is the inspiration of the fictional town of Arendal. But I mean, he's saying, do you want to build a snowman, right? So he has to be right. Let it go, our ship is docked in Flambe. Let it go, it's great to see the fjords this way.
So from here back to Flom, we call it the Ørelandsfjord.
I wish I had better sound so that you could hear how the guide talked about the fjords and the famous sidearms. I'll try. Gerangerfjord, Arslandfjord, Nerosfjord, and Lisefjord. There are over 1,000 fjords, 10 of which are frequently visited by cruises. They were truly, truly stunning. Right there are the knuckles and fingers of the troll, because when the sun hits the troll, it turned into stone, because the trolls made the fjords, not the glaciers. Sagen waterfall. No, the Sjogren, not Sjogrens. And look at their snow behind me. Climbing up to the lonely goat herd. Yole, 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 hee hoo. High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, lay-o-lay-o-lay-hee-hoo. Loud was the voice of the lonely goat herd, lay-o-lay-o-loo. Chris and John, that was quite remoter, lay-o-lay-o-lay-hee-hoo. Patty and Sam from the goat herd's throater, lay-o-lay-o-loo. Oh-ho, lay-o-lay-o, oh-ho, lay-o-lay, oh-ho, lay-o-lay-o-lay-o-lay-o-lay. A goat cheese farm on a Norway fjord, lay-o-lay-o-lay-hee-hoo. Climbing up the hill, almost killed us, lay-o-lay-o-loo. Ouch! The goats goaded us up the steep green hillside, lay-o-lay-o-lay-hee-hoo. Lunch was delicious and most nutritious, lay-o-lay-o-loo.
Thank you so much. Concentration. It's working.
Come on, Sam.
Look at you go.
So warm.
Mother and father were usually.
We are on top of the goat farm here.
At the same time.
Hostess is a lovely lady. She actually has internet here, but only for business. She has to sell her cheese by the end of August or she doesn't make money.
Are we making a movie here?
It's his hobby.
Isn't this beautiful? Talk about being unplugged. And our tour guide said that goats poop when someone's extremely creative and funny like me, and they tried to poop on me.
Yeah.
That is a misquote.
Usually.
And I just want to say a special word to my dear, dear friends, two of them, Steven Spielberg and J.J. Abrams. Agriculture accounts for only 2% of the annual GDP because it's so darn mountainous and freezing cold. See that? That's a farm. Only 3% of Norway is cultivated, so Norway relies on imports of fruits, veggies, and most grains. Dairy, cattle, sheep, pigs, and poultry, and especially fishing, are the main sources of food within Norway itself. There are 33,000 dairy goats in Norway. In the last 15 years, the taste in goat milk has improved due to a gene mutation that led to the increase of free fatty acid concentrations and decrease in coagulation. So I learned goat cheese is just more than feta and chev. She made unsalted to salted hard cheese, fresh cream cheese, also made a dip with herbs on the hill with the fresh cream cheese. Potatoes from a farm on the other side of the mountain made with fresh cream cheese, no mayo. Pesto was made with walnuts and cheese. Cream cheese in the tomato salad. Cream cheese made with a white mold outer shell. Yogurt tzatziki. Bread was made with the whey. Pretty amazing. Brunost, also known as Gjetost, is the brown dessert cheese and tasted like different, but I liked it. It was served thinly sliced on svel with freshly made jam. So my review, amazing. The pesto and the bread and everything was just amazingly delicious. So good. And the question is, did everyone here enjoy their meal?
Yes,
Very much
most
so.
definitely. The different cheeses were phenomenal. Subtle, different flavors. I mean, it was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend this tour to anybody.
Oh, hands down. This is,
Fantastic.
yeah,
Fantastic.
it really is.
Here we are in the hustling, bustling city of Kristiansand, which has 88,000 people. Look how packed and crowded it is. This is otherwise known as the Paris, New York City, Los Angeles, Mexico City of Norway. Okay, maybe not. But it's pretty. We are now in the famous fish market and it smells like a Chinese dim sum place. See, dim sum is universal. I don't know what that is, but it looks tasty. I like anything dried, like my sense of humor. So all of these things here are pickled herrings. So I'm gonna have my first Norwegian pickled herring if I can open it. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna be able to open it. I am not getting any pickled herring because I cannot open this. Open.
Lift up.
How do you open this? This is baby proof. I can't open it. So first lesson of Norwegian herring is you can't open it. That's why it's so healthy, because you can't eat it. Thank you. All right. Oh no, I don't need the lid. So let's see. I wonder how much cholesterol is in this. Let's see. Es schmeckt gut. Wow. Wow, that's delicious. Best herring ever. Off to be a Valkyrie. Lucky us, we got off the boat at 8:40 instead of 9 o'clock, so we made it to the 9 o'clock ferry to the head towards Pulpit Rock, so I'm pretty excited. My brother and sister-in-law, I can't tell if they're serious or not that they don't want me to wear the helmet while singing Ride of the Valkyries, but it's gonna happen. Stage 2, we are now in a taxi that costs about $55–$60 each way, and it looks like it's gonna rain. But like the Visa commercial, getting there was priceless. The hike was tough, super steep. It usually takes 2 hours each way, but we did it 90 minutes each way, especially because my brother fell off the edge, so we could not afford to lose another minute. It is well known for cruise passengers to become stranded by missing the last ferry to Stavanger. Wow, this was truly spectacular, even though there were 7 million tourists. We still got to experience this amazing cliff that was formed 10,000 years ago when big ice cubes, aka glaciers, formed this angular plateau. What a sight! I imagine Vikings sailing off to see the world, and the spirits of the Valkyries entered me. And a little Bugs Bunny too. Kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit, kill the rabbit. Yoto, yoto, ah, yoto, 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 yo, ah, ah. Well, another check off my bucket list by going to the beautiful country of Norway. It was a great cruise and the food was too delicious, but not as delicious as my pickled herring. Nature is so beautiful, and I hope Mother Earth will survive for many more millenniums. It was a privilege to go on this journey with my spouse, brother, and sister-in-law to see another foreign land. And once again, I see how we are all so similar. Had to walk a mile to only find out that all the bikes have been rented out. They said today is the busiest day. I have no idea why. In honor of you, Dad, French onion soup. So here it is, 7 o'clock at night, and we're finally leaving the port. So we just caught early. If I were the king of Norway, I would